Hey everybody, it's me, Laura. What's going on? And welcome to my channel. Sound kind of funny, right? It's late at night. It's like, well, it's not that late. It's like 10:30. It's late for me. It's late for me to be on the internet. Hey, whoever you are, hey. Probably my mama. Who knows? But I just wanted to come on. I know I haven't been on Vlogmas. I definitely don't feel like I owe an explanation as to why I haven't uploaded any videos, but it's important. I think it's kind of important for you to know because I made a video about this before. So I think that it will help you to understand a little better. Sorry, my phone is beeping a beep, beep, beeping and stuff. Y'all know I made that video about me having PMDD. If you don't know what PMDD is, hey, Nicholas, let me type you back and say, hey. Y'all know I have PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, and that gives me a wide array of symptoms, issues, annoyances. What other negative synonym can I think of? But when I'm going through my PMDD, it's usually 2 weeks, about 10 to 14 days before the onset of my menstrual cycle. And as of lately, it's kind of been going into my menstrual cycle. So that's honestly, guys, why I haven't posted a video. I've been extremely exhausted. All I do is sleep. If I go to work, like if I'm on call for work, when I come home, I go right to sleep. If I am on call for work and just kind of at home, I am sleep. I just only wanted to sleep during that time. And so I actually have footage for you guys, but because I've been so exhausted, and it's uploaded onto iMovie. I bought me a new external hard drive so I don't have like all of those issues with like storage and stuff. Adonis says, happy holidays. Whoa, what happened? What happened? What happened? Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you as well. Love your hair. Thank you. It's new. I just got it. I just did it, I think this morning. No, last night. I did this last night. So thank y'all. Thank you. I bought me a new external hard drive. I got this one. I actually ordered it from Apple. It's the brand Lacey. And it's a 2 terabytes, which, as you know, a terabyte is a lot. It's a lot of space, lots of storage. So what I am trying to do is get my files off of my MacBook and onto my external hard drive. I'm also trying to figure out, I'm pretty savvy when it comes to, tech stuff, but I'm not as savvy as I thought. So some things I have to figure out because your girl will be a little bit lost in the sauce. So I got everything. Well, I'm getting everything transferred over, and like I said, I have video. I just need to edit it. So I need to do a voiceover because I have 2 sponsorships that I have. One from Mix Easy, and then one from Duval, which is a spin brush for your face. So I did like a whole self-care video. I can't wait for y'all to see it. I can't wait to finish it. I think I should feel like finishing it like in a day or so, like today, maybe, or I hope. Like I really want to finish it. It's so dope, guys. Like we talking self-care, we talking about hair, skin, face, sleep, social. We might do a little exercise. Exercising is different, as long as you get your cardio up, you get your heart rate going. I don't care how you get it going. Just get it going. So I got a lot for you guys in that video, but I just have to get that energy to do it. I definitely do. Mr. Deeds says, I was just watching your 911 the time you got wrote up. Listen, that was a sad day. I I'm not the one. I am not the one who gets written up at work. Like, I try to go to work, do my job to the best of my ability, so y'all don't have to write me up. And that one was just like, it was so sad. And the crazy part is that when, excuse me, the crazy part is that when I look back on it and think back about it, like it was an SOS, which I SOS is when you push the buttons on your phone 5 times. You know, if you have an iPhone, you push this button. If you push it 5 times on your iPhone, it will do the emergency thing, right? And then you can dial, you can press, 911. It could be in your pocket, holding on to it and press on your skin, anything like that, which is what I think happened. It was an SOS, so because of that, I got wrote up. Again, I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter or nothing like that. But your girl tries to do the functions of her job. And I did that. However, I could have done them better. Thank God it wasn't a real emergency. But yeah, that's what it was. What if I want to be a 911 dispatcher and my parents got a bad record, but not me? Oh, that's no problem. So one of the things that they do when you are a 911 dispatcher or when you are going through the hiring process is they do a full background investigation, and you have to, put your parents' names, your siblings, anyone who you live with, basically, your close relatives or any of your relatives who are currently incarcerated. You have to put their names down, and they run a check on them. Like, they run their name, they run their background through the NCIC background database, and they don't hold you responsible for what someone else does, but they ask you additional questions like, what would you do if a family member, that's not what they asked me. They asked me, what would I do if I got a call about drugs, and then the house that they were at happened to be a house of my relatives. And I didn't know that initially. What would I do? So that was really the extent of that. And then when I got hired, I met with the operations manager, and they bought up, because I had have a relative who had a criminal history, and they bought that up. And they just said, we know this, and hopefully that doesn't interfere with the way that you do your job. And most of the time, when something is going on at an address, at a location, you get the address first. So you may not even know that it's a relative's house because you get the address and you put it in. I mean, that's not on you. You're not there. You just doing what you got to do your job. Like, I would hate to have to dispatch police to a relative's house, but when they give an address, I don't know relative's address. I know 2 family members' address off the top of my head. That's it. So if I dispatch police to your house, that ain't my fault. I didn't even know it was your house. You know what I mean? Like, nah, they don't hold you. They don't hold you responsible for that. What your parents did. Tracy Sanchez says, do 911 operators run plates of criminal backgrounds and names? Do they have access if they search people's names, etc.? So you do have access to FBI databases, and that's NCIC, National Crime. Give me a minute, and I remember what NCIC stands for. But I was an NCIC, and I should know this, like, geez. But y'all haven't been a dispatcher for 3 years. I was an NCIC dispatcher, so that meant that I ran criminal backgrounds. I did background investigations, and I used to have to run names. We always ran license plates, so I'm not sure if you know, but generally, when they tow vehicles, they have to call them into the non-emergency department, at least in the city that I worked in, so that when the person calls, because they're going to call 911 when they walk outside and realize their car is gone, we are able to tell them where their car is. So if you have and that's like a regular tow or repossession, anything like that. So you have to run the license plate. They will call in on non-emergency. You answer the call, and you let them, they give you the information. They say, hey, this is, 123 tow. I'm calling about a repossession. You say, go ahead with the license plate number. They give you the license plate number. You run the plate to make sure that they're towing the correct vehicle. People switch their license plates up, all of that stuff. So, yes, you do run license plates. You don't necessarily run names as a call taker, but just depending on what your next role is in dispatch, you may run names, and you do have access to that. But you do need to know that it is an FBI database. NCIC is an FBI database, and if you run names that you are not supposed to run, like everything is recorded, and you can go to jail. That's punishable by imprisonment and or fine. And I don't want either of those. So I never ran anybody's name that I was not supposed to run. However, I did run people's names that I knew just from regular life because they committed crimes in the city that I worked in, unfortunately. So I have run, I've never told them that because I can't tell them that, but I've run at least names of at least 4 people that I knew personally. And I did let my supervisor know, hey, I know this person. I don't want no problems. Like, we Facebook friends. I've been knowing this person since however long, and I don't want to get in trouble when it shows that I've run their names. Or when I would run people's name who had the same last name as me, I would always disclose that. Not that it was a problem, because when we do protection orders, you have to run the names of the people when you do protection orders. So I just had to let them know, hey, these people have the same last name as me. I'm not trying to run them. I don't even know them. But, you got to CYA, cover your ass and cover your agency. Like, I don't want to say period, but like period, poo. That's so ratchet. Okay. Tracy also says, how do you track someone's location if they do not know their location? Oh my gosh. So generally the way that works is if someone when they call in, especially most people call in from a cell phone, it'll give you like a wireless. Initially, it'll give you like a big area of where they are. So I will not get your exact location ever on a cell phone. It will give me a pretty close one, like up to 2 meters, but not always does it give you accurate location because you bounce off of different towers. So when someone doesn't know where they are, I generally ask them where they're coming from. Like, they're different. So when you're in training, we did a lot of geography tours. So for 2 whole days, we drove around the city. We had to learn which streets go north and south and which streets go east and west. You have to learn which streets change names because, like I said, I worked in an agency that bordered Dallas. And so I needed to know that, this street name, I won't use the city because, again, like I said, I ain't put my business out there. But the city I live in, which is Mesquite, I know that Gus Thomason turns into Gross Road. So you just have to know those things. And as you become a dispatcher and you become more familiar with the city that you're working in, you'll learn those things. And so when they don't know their location, you just ask them different questions like, well, what do you see around you? So you have a general idea of where they are. Like about after 15 seconds, after the wireless phase 2 has given you a more precise location, but it's not exact, right? So you're able to determine like what's near them. If they say, oh, I'm near I see a 7-Eleven. And on my map, I see that they're near, 30 in Gus Thomason. Well, I'm going to know that I need to know that there's a 7-Eleven on Gus Thomason in Driftwood, and that's probably where they are. So geography in a situation like that is going to be very important. Knowing your directionals, knowing what highways go into your city, what streets go into your city and knowing what names of streets change. Because people will be like, oh, I'm on, Highway 10. You're like, well, Highway 10 doesn't go through this city. Well, I know I'm on Highway 10. Like, there's no way that I'm not on Highway 10. So then you would be like, well, where are you coming from? Say, oh, well, I'm coming from Waxahachie. Okay. Well, I know that Waxahachie is not off of Highway 10. I know that. So, you have to know your like you have to know like the city that you're in. Basic. Like I said, they do geography tours. You are going to learn that. Dr. Dress, y'all got lots of questions today. I was just coming to tell y'all about this video that I got coming up, but I'm good with the questions too. Dr. Dress says, what if I call 911 and give a car license plate instead of an address? Can they track the car? So I'm assuming for a house. What if I call 911 and give a car license plate instead of a house address so they can track the car? So I'm assuming that maybe there's something that's occurred with someone in a vehicle, or I don't know. I don't know. But if I can run a license as a dispatcher, you can run a license plate number and get the registration information. So who the car is registered to, the address of that person, or the address that the car is registered to, as well as, the VIN and stuff. So if that's what you're meaning, then yeah, but not all people drive to places where their cars are registered to. So I'm not really that confused about that question, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like really like what you're asking, like why? I guess that will help me answer the question a little better. It's like you can track, I don't know what you mean by track the car. Like tracking, we can't track a vehicle. We can't like put like a little signal on it and like beep, 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 know where it's at. No, we can't do that. But if like there's a disturbance on a highway, like between two vehicles, you can give that person, you can call 911, give them the license plate number, and we can let you know that that's a good plate. When I say that's a good plate, that means it matches the description of the vehicle that you've described. So if there is a black Honda sedan and you give me your license plate number and I read the return and realize that it comes back to a black Honda or whatever, then I know that's a good address or a good return. We good. Stop following the car. Do what you need to do. Hopefully that answered your question. Tracy says, sorry for all the questions. See, I told you I asked a lot of questions, but that's okay. But can you do a collage with being a 911 dispatcher? Yeah, I guess. I don't know really what you're asking. Like, see, I guess I like really specific things. Like when I explain things to people, I explain it in full detail. So I can do a collage with being an 911 dispatcher, but what would you like to be included in that collage? And a collage is usually like pictures. So are you wanting like a video collage? Like, tell me exactly what you want so I can try to provide that for you. And oh, college. So do you okay, so do you have to go to college to be a 911 dispatcher? No, you don't have to go to college to be a 911 dispatcher. But honestly, my personal opinion is that it's important to have some life experience because you learn a little bit more. And not that college, you have to go to college for life experience, but you do need to, you don't need college for life experience, but you do need to have like understanding. You do need to, have basic like reading comprehension. Again, not that you don't have that out of high school. I just think that it's important to go to some type of college if you want to be a dispatcher. You need to understand words because somebody might call you and say, my loved one is in anaphylactic shock. And If you don't know what anaphylactic shock is and you are too nervous to ask them, like, what is it? Then that's going to be a problem, ladies and gentlemen. So vocabulary words are very important. So if you don't know like basic vocabulary words, then yeah, go to college, take some English classes for sure. Take some math classes, learn how to read maps, things like that. You don't have to go to college, no, but I think college there's nothing wrong with college. Can only help you. But again, I know it's not for everybody. If you want to be a 911 operator and want a side job like an actor, can I do that? Yeah, like I don't think it's any issue. I had a side job as a nanny, and I did karaoke on the side. You can be a job you can do whatever else you want to do as long as it doesn't interfere with the duties as a dispatcher and when you have to work. That's with any job, I believe, and like as long as it's not a conflict of interest. But yes, that's no problem. What mapping do you guys use? I don't know. I haven't been a 911 dispatcher for 3 years, so I cannot answer that question. And I don't even remember from when I was a dispatcher what mapping system we used. I just know that the map was on CAD and the bottom right screen. That's all I can really tell you right now, because I don't know. One of the things I do want to tell y'all, though, is someone reached out to me today about doing Clubhouse. Any of y'all familiar with Clubhouse? Because I'm going to be working with a couple of people on doing a 911 clubhouse, a 911 dispatcher clubhouse. So I'm really excited about it. Don't know much about it yet. That's brand new, hot off the presses. Like literally, here's the message, the conversation about it right here. So like, I'm really excited. I've only heard of Clubhouse, but I don't know anything about it. And when I downloaded the app, it said that I had to have like an invite from somebody. So I want to get that invite from her so that I could be, like on the team or whatever. So I'm going to be a moderator on that panel. So be on the lookout for that. Like I'm super, super stoked about it. Again, I don't even know what it is, but I'm excited about the shit. Like I think it's like an audio, some type of like audio board or something where you can record different maybe podcasts or topics and people can listen to them and ask questions. I think that's what it is based on what I know or what I've read. And I haven't read that much. So let's be clear. I really don't know what Clubhouse is. So if you know, leave it down below. Right now it's going to be on the side, but later it'll be down below. So leave it there. Tony Sanchez, Mr. Dredd said, what are the shift hours? Again, every agency is different. And I do know that even the agency that I worked at, the shift hours have changed. So they're not on the regular shift. But when I worked as a 911 dispatcher, we were on for 5 days and off for 2. We worked 8-hour shifts. So you have your morning shift from 7 to 3, your second shift from 3 to 11, and then your third shift. Oh, I'm sorry. In 911, we use military time on the 24-hour clock. So we do not say 3 o'clock, like 3 p.m. So our shifts would go 0700 to 0700 to 1500, 1500 to 2300, and then 2300 to 07. So that is from 7 to 3, from 3 to 11, and then 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. overnight shift. So those were our shifts that we worked, and you would have 2 days off back to back. So when I was in training, when I was in classroom training, I worked Monday through Friday. Yeah. When I was training, I worked Monday through Friday, off Saturday and Sunday. But then when I got on the floor, I took the schedule of my trainer. So at first I was off on Thursdays and Fridays. Then I was off once I became on my own, I was off on like Monday and Tuesday or something like that. So yeah, it just depends. Again, every agency is different. Some agencies do 12 hours, some do 10 hours. They're all different. Hunter VR, hey Hunter, says, how long were you in training? Forever. You have your in the classroom training, which is about 6 weeks, and then you do OJT, or on the job training, which you're on the floor with your trainer, connected to their headset, and you do that for about, you have to do at least 140 hours on the phone. And I think I did almost 200. I think I did almost 200 hours, like 180 something, 87 or 85, something like that. So that took me about 6 weeks or so. I think. I don't remember exactly, but it was a while. But the thing about training is, like, people out, and you get paid for it. Before y'all ask, you get paid for training. Oh, you get paid for training. Y'all don't be doing jobs that you don't get paid for your training. Like, I understand, like, if you're a waitress or something like that, they may or may not pay you for training. But if you're a 911 dispatcher, they gonna pay you for training. So please stop asking that. Like, don't do a job where they don't pay you for training. Like, they should always pay you for your time. Any legitimate job will pay you for your time, people. You don't work for free. I mean, that's not what we're talking about. But yes, that's how long I was in training. And then when you train on any, like, different channels or anything, you have, it's going to be the same thing. You have to do 140 hours of OJT, and then you're in the classroom stuff. Hey, girl, LOL. Hey. I have my test on January 12th. Any tips? Well, first of all, January 12th is my birthday. So you got this, because that's the day that the queen was born, okay? It's a very, very special day in the world. Secondly, not sure which test you're talking about, but I am assuming you're talking about the critical test. And if you're asking me for tips for the critical test, then yes, I have 2 videos on my YouTube channel about the critical test. One is critical. It's called critical. And the second one is 5 tips of passing the critical test. If you need, I can try to put the link in here, but it'll probably be in the description box when this video is uploaded. You say you talking about the typing test? Oh, yes. Go to, like, any of my videos, and it's in the link in the description box. There are links to different typing tests where you can just practice your speed and see how good you actually are at typing. So some of us think, oh yeah, I can type, woo. And you might get on there and realize you only type 20 words a minute. And that's not okay. You make a lot of errors and stuff like that. So what you'll need to do is go on and practice. Home rule keys are important. ASDFJKL semicolon. Like, you have to know. You don't have to know it, but you need to know how to type. Like, you have to know how to type. Even if you type like this, you need to be able to do it fast and accurately. That's all I can really suggest. So go to, on my videos, you'll definitely see a link for a typing test and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Allie says, hi, Laura. Hey, Allie. I love your videos. Thank you. I took my first critical test 2 weeks ago and failed. Oh no. But they're letting me retest, in January. Wish me luck. Good luck. Good luck, Lakeisha. Not email me. Don't email me, but watch those videos and just really look at some of the tips that I've said. Like, staying calm. Like, you have to stay calm. Hunter asked if I had any tips. Stay calm. If I can ever suggest anything, just stay calm. Relax, like, exhale. And that's going to help you in the job as well, because you have to be able to just relax. Like, there are going to be intense situations. There are going to be moments where you're like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this person asking me for? And why the hell, like, why? Why is this happening? And you have to be able to stay calm. Or you're going to answer the phone. It's like, wait, who do I send for that? Or I don't even understand like what they want. Like, what do they even need? And so you need to just be able to stay calm so that you're able to process through those things and be able to give the citizens the help that they need and deserve and that they pay for as citizens and taxpayers. Well, listen, guys, it's been 30 minutes. I really only planned on being in here for 10. So I'm going to get ready. Probably not going to go to bed right away, but just relax a little bit. Like I said, my PMDD has been going strong, and I'm getting to a point where I feel like I can actually finish editing this video. Like, that's the thing. I got a whole self-care video for you guys that I'm ready to drop, but it's not ready to drop because I can't finish editing it. So, jeez. Y'all pray that I can finish it tomorrow. Like, that's my goal. I'm off of work. I don't have anything planned tomorrow. I'm just going to be here at the house. So I'm going to edit that damn video because these companies keep emailing me and it needs to be done. Like, I haven't done Vlogmas in like 10 days, but like, y'all, literally, I couldn't. I love y'all, but I just couldn't do it. So, got a couple more questions. Says, I felt silly feeling because it was an at-home unsupervised career counselor. Listen, don't feel silly about anything like that because a lot of people don't pass the critical test when they're supervised, and then let alone unsupervised. It's a lot. It's not an easy test. There are a lot of nerves involved in it. But like I said, I think the main thing you can do for yourself, the best thing that you can do is relax and don't overthink it, for sure. Thank you for your time, girl. You are so welcome. Many blessings to you and yours. Take care, hon, and be safe. I will. You know, I wear my mask everywhere I go. Let me show y'all my little Christmas tree. I got some presents under there. I got some presents this weekend. Like, oh my gosh. Y'all. Yeah, for Christmas already. Don't judge me because I already know, like, you know, sometimes people, they just be like, here, you tell me what you want and let's go get it. And those are my favorite kinds of people. So I got me a little bomber jacket. I got me these boots with some combat boots. I'm going to show y'all everything I got in my after Christmas, like what I got for Christmas. So excited. But anyway, guys, let me go because it's 11 and I need to just relax, like bring it down to a 2. Y'all have a great night. Thank you, sweetness. Thank you, sweetness. Thank you. I love the tree. Did you watch my video on me decorating the tree? I bet you didn't. Go watch that video. It was like 2 videos ago. Just go back and watch the tree decorating video so y'all can know how to get y'all a fabulous glam tree as well. I'm so excited. Hopefully, if y'all have any questions or video ideas, suggestions, shit you want to see, leave it down below. Because I sometimes don't even be knowing what kind of videos to make. Again, like I said, I ain't been a 911 dispatcher for a while. So my life is just a little different. And y'all really don't want to hear about work now. So just, you know, let me know what y'all want to see. Y'all take care. Be safe, wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance. Please stop spreading the coronavirus. Stop it. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, I'm ready to go out without a mask so I can smile at people and get back to real life or regular life as we know it. So wear your mask, guys, okay? Love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.